Why she kept failing again and again until she didn't. This is not a success story. It's a story of quiet rebellion, of soft persistence, of one woman and the day she stopped repeating her past. Some people don't live 40 years. They live 1 year, 40 times. That's what Eva was starting to feel. She was 36, not old, not young, just tired. Not the kind of tired that sleep fixes, the kind that seeps into your bones, into your thoughts, into your will to try again. Eva had tried to change her life 7 times, maybe more. Fitness goals, meditation challenges, writing a novel, starting a blog, freelancing, a new city, a new diet. She had tried to become someone else, but every time she would return to the same quiet point of failure, the same sadness, the same questions, the same blame. I'm the problem, she would whisper to herself. I never finish anything. I'm not disciplined. I can't change. And then the shame would set in, the silence. She'd stop telling her friends what she was working on. She'd delete posts. She'd hide her notebooks in drawers. Eva lived inside a loop. And the cruelest part? It always started with hope. Each time, she truly believed it would be different. This time, she thought, I'll be consistent. I'll stay focused. I'll finally become the version of myself I imagine. She had read all the books, watched all the TED Talks, taken notes, created morning routines, habit trackers, vision boards, but nothing stuck. Or rather, she didn't stick to anything. And that, she thought, was proof that she was broken. But she wasn't. One quiet Sunday, something changed. And not in the way we usually imagine. It wasn't a big moment. It wasn't a breakdown. It wasn't magic. It was a sentence. A video playing in the background said, "You're not failing because you're lazy. You're failing because you're stuck in a loop you didn't create, but you keep feeding." Eva froze. The loop. Something about that word hit her deeper than all the motivational speeches she had heard. She wasn't the problem. She was the pattern. Or rather, she was caught in one. What if it wasn't about trying harder? What if it was about trying differently? So she stopped. She stopped trying to fix her entire life. She stopped setting 90-day plans and vision goals. She stopped attacking herself with routines. Instead, she did something that felt almost too small. She bought a notebook, and each morning, before checking her phone, before doing anything, she wrote 3 sentences. That's it. No pressure, no goals. Just, how do I feel this morning? What did I avoid yesterday? What do I need today? At first, it felt like nothing, but after 5 days, she realized something strange. She wasn't overwhelmed. She wasn't failing. She was still showing up. After 2 weeks, she added a 5-minute walk in silence. No podcast, no steps counted. Just walking. And then, a month later, she took a short online course about something she'd always been curious about. Not to change her career, but to prove to herself she could finish something. She did. And she cried. Not because it was hard, but because it was the first thing she had completed in years. Eva wasn't suddenly transformed. She wasn't fixed. But something was undeniably shifting. She stopped calling herself lazy. She stopped needing big achievements to feel worthy. She started noticing what she actually did instead of what she didn't. The loop wasn't broken in one day, but it got slower, weaker, less convincing. She could hear it trying to pull her back. You'll quit eventually. This won't last. Why bother? But she smiled, because now she could recognize it for what it was, not her truth, just her old rhythm. And every day she chose a different rhythm, the loop lost power. Maybe you're like Eva. Maybe you've failed so many times that you've started to believe you're incapable of real change. But what if you're not failing? What if you're just repeating? What if the answer isn't pushing harder, but stepping out of the loop? Not with force, but with softness, with presence, with patience. Not all change has to be loud. Some change happens in whispers, in ink on paper, in 5-minute walks. In the decision to try again, gently, Eva didn't become a different person. She became herself, without the loop. And maybe, so can you.